Hi all, in this video, let's learn about JavaScript naming conventions. So why to use this naming convention is like, we need to follow some standard in naming the variables, booleans, functions, constants, classes, components, everything, because it will increase the readability of the code so that it makes easier to understand the code. So whatever you are writing the variable, that variable should define what that variable is holding the value. And the function name should tell what the function is going to do. So that these naming conventions will help us in sort of understanding the code and in sort of reading the readability. It increases the readability as well. So let's see the naming conventions of each and everything here. Fine. So firstly, we'll see about the variable naming conventions. The variable names are case sensitive. For example, the let apple and let, these two are different because JavaScript variables are case sensitive. So this and this is different. Okay. And while you're defining any JavaScript variables, if you get a two word like username, so don't do like this, or don't do user underscore name. So this is not right one. So ideally, this is not an error, but the convention is right. You need to use camel case. Okay. Like the best thing is you need to use a camel case. Then how to define this username is like let user name capital N. So this is how you're going to define the variable names. Not only the variable names, most of the cases, it will be like this itself. Okay, it is a case sensitive and we need to use camel case. That is about defining the variable names. Coming to the Boolean values. Boolean values should have like it should prefix with something like is admin. So if you're defining some variable, if you want to store some Boolean value, so it should be prefixed with something like is, has, these type of things you should be prefixed like is admin. So it will define whether the person is an admin or not. So that will be holding true or false like this, or else let has role. So these type of prefix should be given to the variables of booleans. Has role. So if he has certain role, if this user has certain admin role or not. So this would be the naming conventions for the booleans. You need to give is or has or something to define the variable name or the purpose of that boolean, because this booleans will consist of true or false. Neither of the things should be there, right? Neither it should be true or false. These variables also defines the same, whether he's an admin or not, whether he's having that role or not. So that's the reason you need to define your variables like this. Okay, coming to the function. So functions are also similar to the variables. They also follow the camel case and case sensitive. Apart from these two, so it follows the same camel case and case sensitive. Apart from this, we should it is good practice to prefix with nouns and verbs. So for example, if you just write function name, so this will not represent anything. But if you write like this, function get user name, so this will give more thing like it will be more understandable, and this would be the best convention. Instead of just defining a name, function name like this with a name, it's good to define a get username, get or set. So something like nouns and verbs which are very much related to this function. It's good to add these prefixes. So apart from that, camel case and case sensitive is a common thing for these functions. While you're naming the functions, try to remember and define the function names like this. If you want to get any username, use a get. If you want to set the username, you can keep like a set. So the purpose of this function should be defined at the prefix. Okay, so this is about the functions. Coming to the constants, so constants, like it would be defined like this: constant pi equal to, it will be most of the time it will be in a capital case. Okay, uppercase, we can call this as a uppercase in the constants will be defined in the uppercase. And if you have these variable names more than one word, then that should be in the upper snake case. So let me show you how it will be like. So upper underscore snake case, it will be like this itself. If the constant having two words in it, like for example constant organization name. So it will be like this. Okay, can do like this. Rethinking you are something else, you can keep the organization name, but the constant name, if it has multiple words, then that words should be separated with the underscore. That is known as a uppercase snake case. This is known as a upper snake case. Okay, usually if there is only one word, then you should be defined it with the uppercase. If more than two words, you need to separate out with the underscore, so that the people who is working on this constant, they will understand that this is a constant variable, so that they won't modify this variable again. Fine. So coming to the classes names. So in ES6, we have these classes. So while you're mentioning the class name, so mention the class name like this. Superheroes. Okay. Can mention like this. This is how you need to define your class name. So this is very much similar to the functions, but it doesn't follow the camel case. It will follow the Pascal case. Okay. It means it will be like a uppercase. The first, the camel case means it will be like this. The first letter would be the smaller and the rest of the words will be coming with the capital. But the Pascal case means the first letter also will be in the camel, like a capital letter, uppercase. So this is a Pascal case. So while you're defining any of the class names, try to define them like this. And these names should be descriptive. This should define the title, why you are defining this class. That should be descriptive. It should define the purpose of this class. Okay, this is a Pascal case. And coming to the, while you're working with the components, so mostly these components are like React components, functional based. If you're writing any functional based, so these are very much similar to the class names, like Pascal case. It will follow the Pascal case. For example, if you're creating some component, you should define the component like this: the login user. So the components would be like this. So as this is a React component, you are going to return some JSX. Okay, welcome user. So like this, it will be there. While you are creating any of the components, the naming convention should be like this. It should follow the Pascal case, same as a class. Okay, as this is a component, it would be returning some JSX. So this is how you need to define your component naming. Should be like this. Okay, whereas you're coming to the methods. So if you find the methods, so methods will be like inside the class. So these will be inside the class, these methods. So those are very much similar to the like functions that would follow the camel case. And also it would be like get user. Okay, like get roles. So it would be like this. It should be prefixed with like a noun and verbs, as we discussed with the functions itself. Functions naming would be same with the methods. So methods will be inside the class, but the rules are same as a function. It will be in a camel case. It should be prefixed with nouns or verbs like get and set, like this. It will be prefixed. Okay. While coming to the, so we have defined these methods as well, right? So fine. So while coming with a global, so all the global variables also will be like if that global, if you want to make the global mutable, okay, global variables, if you want to make that as a mutable, then use that with the camel case. Okay, like if you want to use any of the global variable, you can make this like if it is a global and you want to modify that value, make this with the normal you can define this with any of the like employee details. So you can define like this if you want to mute this variable. If not, you can use for immutable global variables. For the immutable global variables, what you need to do, what you can do is immutable global variables. You should use the uppercase. For these type of things, you should not use a camel case. You should use the uppercase. So this is how these are the naming conventions. So lastly, we have the private functions as well. Okay, you can have private functions and private variables. So inside this class, you'll be having these private functions and the variables. Those should be defined like this. So these functions should be defined with the underscore. Whether it is a function name, it should be like this: get private variable. Okay, whether it is a function name or it is a method, it should be like underscore. It should be prefixed with underscore, even if it is a variable or an method. that should be prefixed with the underscore. That is the best convention in defining the it is a private variable. Fine. So this is all about the naming conventions which we majorly use in the JavaScript. We have discussed about these things. So hope you like the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe for more videos.